Red. You can call me Cajun. Back again with another video. Man. Welcome back to the channel. Kajun. If you are new here, hit that subscribe button right now. Your man is on the road to 500 subscribers. And I hope this rain isn't making too much noise. Alright. Y'all ain't gonna believe this. I got somebody, y'all ain't seen him in a while, but he's going to give an anime review. Alright, he want to talk to y'all about Black Clover. He's watching. I haven't checked it out yet. I'll get to it soon, but this is his review. Let's get it.
So a little information rundown about Black Clover. First things first, it was made by Yuki Tabata, and it was released in around 2020. The anime was officially released in around 2020. I just now got to finishing it a few days ago, so we're going to go on and go over my opinion and analysis about what I think about it. Okay, so first, I'm going to be talking about a little bit of the character development throughout the show. I think, honestly, the characters, call me biased since I really liked the show whenever I was watching it, but throughout the show, you can really see the characters' personality and like sometimes even their motives change throughout the show and how they like interact with each other. It's like it's like they build bonds, and it's more realistic compared to other shows where they just fight and they keep their same personal, motives like that. But in Black Clover, we actually get to see them change how they would if they were like a real human throughout the show. An example of somebody who's had really good character development throughout the show would be the bird Nero. Throughout like the first part of the show, we don't really get to see who Nero truly is. We don't even know Nero's a character yet, but she's in the show pretty much before anybody else. It's the bird that stays on top of Asta's hair. Yeah. I think that she's grown the most out of all the characters, me personally, because first of all, she's turned from a bird to a human, and then she went from a non-talkative human to a talkative human who talks with her friends and stuff like that. And whenever we get to see her backstory, you see that she was never really social like that. And before she got cursed to be a bird, it's we get to see her change throughout like the show before we even know she's a character. You know what I mean? Yuno and Asta, main character and his brother, they're not really brothers. They're a good example of characters bonding throughout the show. Even though we can tell that they bond throughout like literally since the first episode, they're not brothers, but they are bonded like brothers. We can see throughout the show that they kind of maintain that relationship throughout them being separate from each other. So it's not like, even though they change throughout their own stories, they still, keep that same baseline of them being brothers. Throughout the show, there are a plethora of villains throughout the show, and I think all of them have great backstories, great fights, great execution of that. We can start off with like the first major, this is skipping all like the small stories. So first major villain, that being the Diamond Kingdom in the dungeon. I think the story in the dungeon was like really great paced for the first, also I'm gonna say major villain, interaction. I think them setting the downline where every kingdom sort of has their own beef with each other. It really plays for future stories. And of course, I'm not gonna say too much about it because maybe somebody wants to watch it. But villains turning friends, just like Goku, Vegeta, all that stuff happens all the time, and I love to see it. Even though it's a little bit basic, I still love to see it. Okay, so this is like after the anime, of course, but I just want to add this in here. In the manga, those who know, he be getting all these abilities. He has every single ability in the whole that you could ever imagine. He has like 2 of everything, and he steals Asta's whole entire thing. He's got a spirit. He got 2 grimoires. Like, bro, can they nerf this guy? Did he ever get weaker? He's got everything he could ever want. And plus, he's like a prince, and we didn't even know that. Like, come on, guys. Can we like negotiate here to give Asta some new crazy power instead of giving everything? I had to get that.
Well, that's fine. That's a part of it. That's my channel is all about Vinny.
Now that I got that off my chest, I would like to say, just for people who don't know, there has been new Black Clover information released, and I haven't really watched it, but I'm seeing everyone on social media talking about new Black Clover season. And if there's a new Black Clover season, I'll be so hyped. But if I see,
Look here, man.
you know, get all his power ups in the anime and watch
hear me?
Asta get his butt whooped the next
Lord
fight,
have
I
mercy.
quit watching the show. I'm done. Alright, so here's my closing thoughts about Black Clover. I think as an overall rating, my personal opinion, you know, everybody else got their own personal opinion. Here's mine. I'd say the show is like honestly, I would put it at a 10 out of 10. There's like no flaws throughout the anime, besides, you know, being overpowered for no reason. I think throughout the whole entire show, I just love watching characters develop, and I feel like some shows really miss out on that. Like, even though, I mean, this Black Clover is sort of a long story, but not compared to One Piece, so can't really compare to that. But the characters really do truly, like, you really get attached to them. Like, you really feel like you're just in the story spectating with them, because there's so much going on, but they still manage to give, like, even the smallest characters, they still get their own little plot going on too. I just love stories like that. Like, I was gonna say One Piece, but no, that's one.
Be sure to follow me on social media. I'm gonna let him take the outro.
All right, you already know. Be blessed, keep God in your life, stay prayed up in this crazy, crazy world. And K1 sauce, I'm out. Oh.